so welcome back to the update video. So you can tell a lot's changed. This is basically going to be an update video for the engine. This obviously isn't the original engine that was in the car when I was pulling everything out. That motor was actually this motor over here, which is down here, which I found out was actually a D21 block and was no good actually. Had a blown head gasket and some other issues, and I decided to scrap it and pull out that block and throw in this block, which this block had ran great until, lo and behold, had rod knock, and I didn't know. Well, I knew, but I just kind of went full send and let it kind of do that. I'll see if I can throw in a picture. So we're still keeping the same single cam KA in it. Just the only thing different is this one is actually properly built. So as of right now, the way the block is, it's got brand new crank bearings, which I believe bearings, they're Molly Clevitt bearings. This is just the box. I kept it so that way I can keep a reference on the part number and whatnot in case I needed it. I polished the crank. It was within specs, so I kept it the same spec, OEM sizing. Brand new freeze plugs, or there's another term for it, but all this gunk up here is just assembly lube. I put it on there so that way it'll create a layer and it won't rust. Same thing for the cylinder walls. I just kind of caked it in there so it doesn't rust up, because this engine's been kind of sitting for a while. Because if you've been in the KA game and you've been looking for... So quick random pause in the video. I noticed this when I was editing just now. Got my laptop right there and editing the videos. I was about to talk about the ARP head studs in the video, but I realized that I left some important personal information on there with my address. So basically in that clip that I was showing you the ARP studs. Got the nuts right here, the washers right here, some assembly lubricant, and then the studs down here. But I was basically just saying that I had ARP Frankenstein a kit for me, because right now the KA24E and DE kits weren't available at the time for about a year or so. So I kind of got fed up with waiting, and I had them find a kit for me to make. If anybody needs the part numbers for these, if for some reason they still don't have them, I know the DE sets are out already, but the single cam sets aren't yet. So if anybody needs them, go ahead and comment on the video, and I'll comment on your comment and send you over the part numbers. Along with that, I'm going with some Eagle forged rods, brand new, and some Arius forged piston heads, which are the I believe the 11-to-1. Oh no, 8.8-to-1. So they're a little dished on the piston head. Nothing too crazy. But I'm thinking today is the day that I'm gonna gap my piston rings, because I was also buying the piston ring filer tool. So I bought that from Summit today. This is just a dial caliper for backlash and stuff like that. As far as the head goes, the head got a few studs that were taken out, which I think it was this one and this one that were kind of cross-threaded and broken, and I think this one just needed to be tapped. Along with that, it got a full valve job, decked the head, and got it nice and clean. Was nice and clean. Now there's a whole bunch of debris and stuff in there. Nothing too crazy. And for the head gasket, we're going to be using the OJ Performance Ajusa head gasket. This is I think a 90 millimeter bore gasket, so it'll be perfect for what we're using it for. I'm going the 89.5 mil pistons, so I went up a little bit. So yeah, so this got bored over, I think it's 0.05 of an inch or something like that. But this is going to start getting put back together along with a whole bunch of goodies for the car. And that's going to be in the next update video based on solely on the car. This was just an engine update onto what I'm doing. Also, this is all just spare parts, gaskets, and seals and stuff. I've been spending a lot of time trying to get all the parts I need for it. And then along with that, a spare upper intake manifold, timing case, front timing case cover, a brand new power steering pump that I had on the car for a couple of weeks until it blew up. And then a newish starter. I got it when I got the car started, but it was running kind of rough, so brand new alternator. This is the intake manifold we're going to be using. This one just got sealed up because I did the other side. I did the delete of the swirl control valve for the flaps that go in the runners of the intake manifold. So all these little holes, this one right here, and then the ones that go inside the intake manifold are all plugged up. I just put some JB Weld in it and kind of scuffed it up with a nice scouring pad and a file. And as far as sensors go, I got as many new sensors as I can. We are going to be running a Z32 MAF on the engine along with the stock OEM ECU. And for the tune, we're going to be doing the RS Enthalpy tune. Just for now, I was going to go crazy and get a Mega Square ECU, but I kind of didn't want to spend that much more money on it. But I mean, I kind of went overboard as it is already. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is we are going turbo on this car. The turbo kit I got was a CX Racing kit. I know it was kind of a impulse decision to buy, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm going to be doing a few changes to it though, so that's going to be getting a few upgrades on the kit. As far as tubing and intercooler goes, I'm going to be using the same stuff. Just the only thing I'm upgrading is the turbo feed and turbo drain lines, most likely. Other than that, that's about it for the engine. Getting a CX Racing turbo kit, Eagle Forge connecting rods, and Arius Forge pistons and ARP head studs for the engine. As far as this goes, overbore and a polished crank. So hopefully we should be pushing about 350 horsepower according to the tune and the turbo kit apparently, but we'll see.